Good afternoon and happy Friday to you. It is a beautiful, actual beautiful day today. No jokes about it. It is warm and was a little cloudy earlier, but still very bright. I mean, of course, remembering that I start my day at 3 o'clock in the morning, so it's bright compared to that, if nothing else. But it just was a nice day, and happy to be around this evening. Happy to be awake and in good energy, good spirit. It was a good day today. The confirmed that there will be a couple of schedule changes, getting a little more work at my job. So I look forward to next week starting it up and getting things going. Don't necessarily like coming in earlier, but uh, you know, it's necessary. So as much as I don't like it, I can't let myself dwell and find a way to feel bad about it. That probably take more energy than anything else. The oh wow. Oh well, overall, it's just been a good end of the week. Last couple of days, the actually one story that is just it was very interesting. I'm going to pull it up actually too because it caught me off guard when I saw it because the way, as you'll see, the way the title was written, you wouldn't necessarily, excuse me, be able to know it for sure. At least, well, here I'll show you. Here's the title. Imagine with no picture, not on the official site, which this is, of course, the official site of the Dallas Cowboys. The Ryan Williams eager to shed injury-prone label. But it was retweeted, or I saw the tweet from I think it's Nate Eaton on Twitter. Well, one of them, it might have been David Helm. I don't think I follow him, but it was someone on the staff, and I was like, why would they have an article about Ryan Williams? So I said, bah, let's see. And mind you, big fan of Ryan Williams since he was a Hokie. I would see him in University Mall sometimes when I was out there. Lived there for about 6 years. Went to school and everything. But it was really cool to he's a nice guy. Just she seemed to be a nice guy, and even this is just a great opportunity. Little shout out to Miss Carrie Briscoe. Hello. One of the main reasons I was still out there. I worked with her. And now just the fact that once I got into the article, I saw that he was a cowboy. It just it's so cool. And I remember when one of the first times I met him, I said, yeah, maybe we could pick up by the Cowboys. He was like, well, I get get picked up anywhere, but yeah, that wouldn't be so bad. So it's just really interesting. Even I'm a Cowboys fan, so I mean that's you related back to what you actually might try to catch. And even at that point, I was new to even watching football. I always was around football, played football when I was youth, but I didn't get into watching TV football for several years. I don't know. But anyway, all that said, and actually speaking of watching things on TV, I had a great Sony experience, and yes, it's kind of fanboyish, but it's hilarious to me because I just plain old didn't expect it, and all that happened was my brother just gave me his old TV. So I had it set up, and I was downstairs after I got off work today, and I said, you know what? I didn't get the remote from him. I was like, dang. And I was like, oh well. And I just set it up. So my previous TV is still sitting beside it. It's also a Sony Bravia. And I just grabbed its controller, and I don't even think it was plugged in. But I said, oh, maybe this will work for the the TV my brother gave me because it's Sony also. And I pointed to it and I said, oh, hit menu, and I just turned my head as I hit it a few times. And I said, I thought I saw something on the corner of my eye. And I said, nah. I didn't program anything, didn't do anything special. And I just hit menu, and it came up. And I was like, so I can use the remote from my other TV on this TV, at least until I get my other one set up in another part of the house. So that made me feel good. It made me smile a little bit. I was like, so simple, so simple. I didn't have to stress about it at all. I should have expected it, right? Anyway, one thing I did want to actually talk about is something I didn't really take notice to today. I've been thinking about going to see a couple of movies, and funny how these aren't examples of what I've discovered, but when I was thinking about them, I said, well, those aren't comedies, or they might make me laugh in some way. There's always something corny or a little weird in whatever type of movies, and these specifically were, well, X-Men Days of Future Past and Godzilla. So I really started thinking that, you know, well, maybe I'll see something else first, or else. I said, no, I'll stick with it. But it made me realize that I'm looking for, at least for my primary source of entertainment, something that will make me laugh, something that will catch me off guard, something that I can't just base it off of the standard sci-fi storyline. So things like that I really do enjoy. So the opportunity to, see those I really do appreciate still. But it's really it, it's like that in every genre. But overall, I like to be one. My primary form of entertainment I enjoy is comedy. I like laughing at things, with things. Even watching, I keep going back to this example, but watching bad sci-fi. If you've ever been a young person on a Saturday evening, morning, or even late at night, and happen to catch a sci-fi made-for-TV movie, or just low-budget sci-fi, some are really good. Let's be fair, and let's give them their due, for that. Some of them are really bad, really, really bad. And to me, that's still something that I'll watch, and I'll say, oh my gosh, I can see the wires. No, it's on purpose. I can see those wires, yes. And then they're like, wow, how did you jump that high? It was like, because of the wires. And no, they weren't actually supposed to be part of the shot. So always things like that I could laugh at all night. So if you ever fall into the old rabbit hole back in the day before internet streaming, which probably is a lot worse now than I think about it. You can even get on YouTube on PS3 and just let it run, and you'll find yourself waking up from a nap later. You'll just have on a completely different topic of videos that are coming out recommended for you, and it's funny when it happens, but it's just how it's changed from sitting in front of the TV sci-fi over the summers as a kid. But even the comedians on Twitter actually I found to be really funny. I mean, I remember hearing on Joe Rogan Experience Greg Fitzsimmons, so I started following him, and I just saw a couple jokes earlier today that really made me laugh. And it wanted to kind of sneak up on you, like you kind of reading it like, his job to be funny. Let's just see what he has here, and and I thought about what he said, and yeah, I think the tweet was something about why do they make the large? Okay, let's preface this with I was a very large child. I was a big one. I played the line when I played football in ankle biters. I was 1-2 or two technique, all that. So it really was, and defense actually, but I really really I empathize with this because one of the instruments that they wanted me to play when I was going to one of those little workshops that when you're going into middle school and try to see what instrument if you want to play one was tuba, and they really wanted me to do tuba, and I remember this specifically. So the joke was that why they always get I didn't play goalie, thank goodness, but I was on defense. I was halfback when I played English football, but soccer. So the joke was just that something about why they always make the large kids, play goalie or, play the tuba. And I was like, that was my experience. As I almost went down that line, but it was funny to me. So things like that, you start to realize that little snippets of things like that actually do have somewhat value. I can now see. I don't like notifications. Don't believe in them. I don't like things just coming to my phone randomly and taking my attention away from whatever I'm doing. So I don't like notifications, but something like that, if that had come as a surprise, in my little feed, when I unlock my phone, that would have been really nice. This first evidence I've seen for a possible good notification. And I don't even like notifications from Scramble with Friends to, play your game. They're waiting for you. You don't want to miss out on this game. Things like that. So that's actually kind of why I stopped playing Words with Friends. I used to love it, but I used to spend forever. I used to be pretty good at it. It just took me forever to play. So, a new addition to my it might be okay list for notifications. So it's a good day. it was a good day, a good week. Um, the next couple days, I probably will do a video this weekend, the June 1st, which will make a year of me doing 300 push-ups a day, will be, and I've been trying to think of whether I'll add something to it or whether I'll switch it to something that is, that I also didn't think I'd be able to do, and see if I could do that for a year. I'm not sure. I'd love some input, see if anyone has any ideas. But, like, oh gosh, the only thing I can think of if I were to switch it, that's something that I'm terrified of. I actually feel afraid of doing if I were to do like 100 burpees a day or something. And I mean, right now, I'm not doing 100 burpees. I, I, I would probably collapse on the easy side, rush from the air all the way down, like face first, on face planted. But pretty much that could be something worth doing. I'm so afraid of it. Probably would be the best thing. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just add it more consistently because I do a few days a week. I do add other things in just to not focus on just push-ups. Go variety. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep thinking about it. But as of the rest of the weekend, might go to this Greek Fest thing. But other than that, I'm gonna get some rest, watch some movies, catch up with some friends. So everyone has a good one.